Hi GK Rocks. Good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, come on, guys. Please join with me. So yesterday I have discussed some practice websites. So there I have prepared some automation scripts. Okay. So I'm just going to show you. So how the basic functionality. So how we can handle the scenarios. Yeah, I am good, sir. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, GK Rocks. So please join with me. So where I'm going to discuss about the remaining. Okay. So the sliders and everything I am going to discuss about now. Okay, we can wait for a few more minutes. If you have any questions, GK Rocks, you can ping me in the live chat. We will discuss together. So apart from that, if anyone have any questions, please raise in the live chat. Okay, until enough people are going to join for this session, we will discuss about all your questions if you have anything. Okay, come on, guys. So please drop a like, and also as I mentioned on yesterday, one website where we can do some practice. So I worked some time on that particular website. So where I am going to handle the frames and the slider and also the drop downs as well. So please, okay. So come on, guys. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me from the live chat. No issues. So now I'm going to show you one website where I have shared with you on yesterday evening live session. So there I have automated only 3 to 4 scenarios from that particular website. So if you also tried, please let me know from the live chat how many of you practiced for the site which I mentioned in the live session. Okay. So please, guys. Okay, so meanwhile let me do something about this slider as well. So because that slider is not increasing, so where I tried on yesterday also, so we will see it now. So why it is not working. Okay, anyone join so far? How I can learn Java from basics? How to practice Java, sir? I have problems with Java programming. It's going to be hard for me. So you can do one thing, GK Rocks. Okay, I have already took some sessions. So where I completely discussed about okay how much Java knowledge required for an automation test engineer. Okay, please go through those concepts. Okay, where I have mentioned the concepts which are required up to which are required for automation test engineer. Okay, so if you can prepare only those concepts only, so you no need to prepare for entire Java if you want to work as an automation test engineer. But we have to focus on some areas like oops concepts, what are all we have. At the same time, there are some different logical programs. Okay, so those programs also we have to practice. Okay, initially it will be difficult for you as well, but we need to practice more about that particular small Java programs where interviewer or wherever written test if they are conducting means that will help you a lot. So once that is done, you can concentrate on what are the different types of variables we have, and also what are the different data types. Once that is done, you can go to next for loop, while loop. Okay, so likewise we have right do while loop. So those and also you can practice. At the same time, once that is done, you can go to if conditional statements. At the same time, we have switch case statement, and also we have for each loop as well. Okay, so once these concepts also completed, now you can go and learn about what exactly a string. Okay, in how many types we can create testing, I have already discussed about this string multiple times from our channel. You can go and check that video. So I have provided complete notes about string concept. At the same time, once string got completed, we have many methods to reverse a string. At the same time, how many integer vowels or alphabets are present inside that particular string, we are going to count. At the same time, once that is also done, how we can reverse a string with the help of reverse method, how we can reverse a string with the help of string buffer, how we can reverse a string with the help of for loop, how we can reverse a string without using any for loop. I have already clearly discussed about all these concepts. Once that is also done, next move into the oops concept. Okay, what are the required concepts for an automation test engineer in Java? Means only oops concepts are enough. So inside our oops concepts, where I have discussed very clearly about what is an abstraction, what is an encapsulation, and also what is inheritance. At the same time, I have covered about what is constructor and how many types of constructor we have, what is parameterized constructor and what is non-parameterized constructor. Okay, so up to that mark, if you learn, you don't need to learn apart from the concepts what I have discussed so far. Okay, so which will helps you a lot during your interviews. You no need to struggle a lot to understand the Java. Okay, I have clearly explained in a clear way about the Java concepts which are required for an automation test engineer. Okay, so usually we will also use the only concept what I have discussed already: interface, abstraction, inheritance, and constructor. Sometimes we have to use collections as well, so where we can have dynamic tables. At the same time, if we are working with multiple Excel documents to maintain our test data, and if we are validating our test data from Excel documents during our automation techniques. Okay, so those and all, for those reasons only we need to learn this particular collections concept as well. Inside that collections also, I have discussed about what is array list. At the same time, I have discussed about what is a list. At the same time, I have discussed about list iterator. Okay, so up to that, and also I have discussed about hash map and hash set. Okay, so these are all the basic concepts for every automation test engineer in real time as well. Okay, if you have any other questions, guys, please join with me in the live session. So where I have provided you one yesterday, one practice website. So please, okay, because I have already completed for 2 scenarios. So if enough people will join, I will show you from scratch level how I did that one. So I am waiting for some more people to join for this live session. Okay, at the same time we will look out after, remaining what are all the we have. Okay, like multiple windows or something like that. If you have any concepts to be discussed, please let me know from the live chat. We can discuss accordingly, not an issue. Okay, come on guys, please join with me. So here I have created one drop down page, and also I have created one tabs page, and also I have created one home page, and also I have created one slider page. Okay, so these are all the 3 scenarios where I tested from that particular application before this session. Okay, before coming to this session, I have prepared these many pages. At the same time, I have created my first class, so where I am going to execute this particular first class to launch our actual test cases. Okay, so please respond from the live chat if you have any queries. Okay, so that we can discuss each other, no issues. But I will teach you how I made this one from scratch level, starting from properties file, after that creating the common functionality methods, after that creating pages, after that how we can create our actual test case, and then how I executed from the testng.xml file with the help of priorities I mentioned. Without mentioning the priorities, how we can execute, we will also discuss about that one, especially about testng.xml file as well. Okay, so please guys, if you are new to my channel, so please subscribe to my channel, and also please go through all my videos, the questions what you are asking currently, so where I have already discussed. If you want, again we can discuss the same concepts during our live sessions as well, not an issue. Okay, please guys, please respond me from the live chat. Okay, so can we start our session now, or we can wait for some more minutes for enough people is going to join for this particular live session where I'm going to discuss about one practical or one real-time website where I have provided you on yesterday live session. Okay, so how I automated, I will show you everything from there. So please feel free to interact with me from the live chat, guys. Okay, so anyone like GK Rocks or other guy who is watching, and one more people who are watching, please let me know your response from the live chat. Accordingly we can plan this session, not an issue. Okay, so please. So slider, where is the slider? Okay, so why I am using here thread.sleep means so that you can able to understand where it is clicking or not. So that's why I have added thread.sleeps here. Okay, so and also I am using some action dot move by offset dot click dot build dot perform. Okay, so on yesterday when I tried, I got some frequent iframes, but without clicking on that iframes also we can able to continue our execution. Okay, I have tried lots of time on switching between the iframes only, but without switching the frames also we can execute this particular script. So that's why I have written, I have written one line here from 40 to 41 saying that if I click on outside of that particular HTML web page, it is automatically giving me the exact page only. Okay, so please interact with me, guys. If you have any questions also, please do let me know from the live chat. We can discuss together so that even I will also get some learning from your end. At the same time you can also expect something from my side as well. Okay, so please. Okay, I am going to discuss about the concept what I so far discussed. Okay, for that let me show you one website where I have discussed with you on yesterday. Okay, so for that let me take our actual URL, so where I have used for that particular URL, right? So let me open our properties file. This is our project where I am going to discuss currently, that is called as demo site is my project name. So inside that I have created src main java. Under this package I have created many packages. One is for which one is for page related operations. At the same time one is for capturing the extent reports, but this extent report still in progress only. I am not going to discuss about this extent report for this session. At the same time, what is this generics class will contain and what is this reporting class is mean. Okay, after that what is our property file utilities class here. Okay, so because I have already mentioned all my properties inside this particular configuration folder by creating one properties file. Okay, here you can see I have mentioned my website URL here. So let me open this URL so that I will show you what I did so far from my end as well. So at the same time, how many of you practiced about our yesterday live session where I have pinged multiple 2 or 3 URLs for your reference. Please let me know from the live chat how many guys practiced the URLs what I have mentioned to you. At least if you opened, please let me know. Okay, please let me know at least if you open that URL from your side as well. Okay, 1 second guys, I am configuring something from backend, so please give me some time to show you that particular Edge browser. Okay, okay, no problem. So yeah, now you are able to see, right? Okay, not an issue. So here, so what I am discussing currently means, so this URL I have provided to you on yesterday, right? This URL I have provided to you on yesterday. Okay, this URL I have provided you on yesterday, right? What? This URL I have provided you on yesterday to do some practice from your end as well. Okay, please let me know how many of you practice today. Please guys. So now I am going to show you how I worked with the tabs, at the same time how I worked with sliders, at the same time how I worked with drop down list. Okay, so here if you can see this browser what I am currently showing to you, so this is our UI. Okay, if I click any one of the steps here, that is if I click on tabs, my scenario I am telling, you are getting this one, right? You are getting some advertisement here. Okay, it is looking like an iframe only, but this is not a constant iframe. Okay, so for this time if I open, I mean if I click on that particular tabs button, it is displaying like this. So again if I go to my home page again, if I go back again, so then again I am trying to click on the tabs button. This time it is showing some different pop-up or iframe, or it is not showing anything. If it is showing means I am clicking on outside, so that it is disappearing. Okay, so let me show you one more time so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, Control C. Okay, see this is our website, right? This is our website. So where I am clicking on tabs button, so now it is not coming. Okay, so here what I am performing, so by defaultly we are getting section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. So now in this scenario what I am doing, once if I click on the tabs button from the home page, okay, from this home page if I click on this tabs button, okay, so then I am getting this page. Okay, so from this page what I want to do, I want to select any one of the section. Okay, any one of the section, but the first section will be defaultly it is open state only, it is in open state, but I want to click on this section 2. Once if I click on this section 2, I need to capture this text. Okay, I want to capture this text, and I have already pasted the same text inside my txt file inside our Eclipse. I have created one folder for expected test data. Okay, so now I have captured this and storing into my txt file inside my Eclipse. Okay, so when I am executing, so whatever the test data what I am getting here, I am getting this text with the help of get text method. Then I am comparing this actual test data with my test data where I stored in my Eclipse. This is the one scenario where I have performed on this particular sections tab. Once this is done, if it is compared means again I am going to my demo testing suite by clicking on this particular link. Okay, so again I am clicking on slider here. Okay, so once if I click on slider, you can see there are 3 colors are available. The first one is red, green and blue. So any one of the slider I need to perform, like I want to drag this side, I want to drag this side, so something like that. So and also once this step also completed, what I am doing, again I am going to my demo testing suite. Okay, so these are all the different pages you can consider. Okay, tabs is my first page where I written some logic to click on that particular tab button, and it is going to validate the section 2 test data. So once that is done, again I am navigating to my demo testing suite to perform with the second page, that is called as slider. Okay, once this slider is also completed, again I am coming to the same page. So from here I am performing some drop down selection. Okay, if I click on this drop down, so where I am going to select one country from this list. Okay, how we can select, so I will show you. Okay, so these are the 3 scenarios I have prepared from my side, which I am going to show you now. Okay, so please guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, till this point what I'm going to do, is it understandable for you or not? Please let me know from the live chat guys. Till this point everything is understandable or not? Please let me know from the live chat. So the scenarios what I have shown you, I am going to automate. Okay, so here let me open my Eclipse, so better I can show you everything what I have opened currently. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is our Windows screen. Okay, now you can able to see my YouTube live stream as well as my currently open browser. At the same time you can see my Eclipse as well. Okay, so what I have mentioned here, the first one here is home page, right? So in this my home page, what I did, I have captured all the exports which are present on my home page. Okay, like this. Okay, till here, till draggable box. If you go to our browser, you can find it from here. Okay, home. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so this is our home page. In our case, after I launched this particular application, I am getting this, like I consider this as my home page. So where I have captured all the export present on this particular home page, like tabs I have captured: slider, windows, frames, sorting, spinner, toolbar, date picker, drag and drop, draggable, select elements, progress bar, dialog box, autocomplete, alert box, drop down. So everything I have stored in my home page. So how I stored means, at page level only I have created one page that is called as home page. So inside that home page I have created one loggers here. Okay, at the same time I have defined all the exports for each and every element. So where it is taking me to some different pages. If I click on slider, means it is taking me to slider page. If I click on tabs, means it is taking me to tabs page. If I click on drop down, means it is going to take me to which one? Drop down page. Okay, so once if I created like this, so now what is our next step? So where I am going to perform on clicking the tabs page. So here you can see this is my export for tabs page. Okay, so how I written here, let me show you. Okay, so let me take that browser, so and let me inspect for that particular tabs button. Okay, to that particular tabs button. Okay, so how we can inspect? Okay, so this is our link. Okay, link text it is. Okay, it is not a button, it is a link text. So likewise we have multiple links are available. So if you can see here, li means listed items. Okay, so these are all the links which are in listed items. There are multiple list of items present inside this particular web page. Okay, that is called, I can consider it as my home page. Okay, if I go to here and if I search from here, I think it is not the correct one, right? 1 second. What happened? There is something extra coming. Okay, okay, 1 second, let me go back to my this one and let me take the XPath again. Okay, so here I have captured already in my home page. I have already defined the XPath for that particular tabs here. Let me inspect and go to the website. Okay, you can see this is for tabs. Okay, so likewise I have took XPath for all the listed items which are in the form of linked text. Okay, how we can find out whether it is a link or not means, if you have this href tag, means that is called as linked items. Okay, that is called as link item. So this is the definition for that link. So actually I have tried one more way to filter out this XPath. For example, if you can see for tabs button or slider, so till this demo site everything is same only. Okay, till this demo site, if you go to other link also, you can see here for Windows also till demo site everything is same. Okay, so during that time I will suggest you to use starts with function. Okay, so how we can define starts with function? Okay, how we can define? With the help of starts with function, where we are going to mention at the rate name equals to at the rate value. That means at the rate property equals to at the rate value. Okay, so now you can try in that way, because almost from beginning to some part of the XPath it is common for all these particular web elements which are present inside this web page. Okay, so you can try in that way by using of starts with function here. Okay, because these are all present inside our listed item. Okay, list of items. Okay, that's why I took here as class name as my root tag, at the same time following by contains text I am using. In your case, I will suggest you to practice with starts with function. At the same time, you can also use ends with also. So ends with means for each and every tabs button there is some ending, right? For example, for these tabs you can see here it is ending with accordion and tab, but before everything is constant only. Okay, before everything is constant, you can also try with this XPath for your reference. So this is my XPaths what I took here. So now go to your actual code. This is for tabs page. Okay, so this is for tabs page. I have created one XPath here to click on that particular tab. So how we can define if you are using page object model means @find by annotation followed by web element tabs. Okay, this web element should be private only because this particular web element belongs to this particular page only, right? So that's why we have to define this web element as private web element. Okay, if it is public mean everywhere if you are finding the tab means we can declare it as a public, but it is restricted to one page only, that is called as tabs page. So that's why we need to define here private web element. You can also define in the same way, but I did not mention here. When you are practicing, for better practice, you can define in such a way that saying that that is a private web element because we are using on the same page. That web element tab will be present on only single page, right? So that's why we have to define it at page level. We need to define as a private web element. So once that is done, if I click on this tabs button, what is the next step? Okay, so it is navigating to this particular section, right? So again I have captured one more XPath for this section 2. So let me show you that one as well. See, this is our section 2. Okay, this is our section 2. So here, okay, see here you need to find one difference. Okay, we have to find one difference. See, if I take this section number means, okay, if I use this XPath, okay, if I use this XPath, let me go to our browser. So we need to use everything following sibling, what are all the different functions we have to use. Okay, so here you can see if I use like this contains text, if I use section for example, so it is highlighting 4 web elements, right? So it is highlighting four web elements. So but what I did here, if you can see my XPath what I have defined below inside my method, so contains text of section number, so I am parameterizing it as my method data type of string. Okay, so whatever the section name if I am providing here, it is going to select the particular section from this particular list. Okay, so that's why I am not defining more XPaths for each and every section, but I can use only one XPath, so where I can mention this as parameter. Okay, so what it will do, it will come to this line and it will verify, like it is going to find till here contains text. So then what it will do, so based upon our method parameter, if I mention here section 2, it is going to select section 2. If I mention here section 3, again it is going to section 3. So likewise we need to simulate the XPath here. Okay, likewise we need to simulate our actual XPath here. So we can write, but instead of writing many XPaths, we can use the same XPath for different buttons. Okay, if I am working with some other test case, so where the requirement is like to click on, okay, to click on the section 4. So during this time I no need to write one more XPath at my top level. Okay, during our initialization of web elements. So but that reason, because of that reason what I did here, I make that as parameterized to my actual method. Okay, whatever the section number if I am providing here, it is going to select in that particular section, it is going to click on that particular section. Okay, so that is how I did here. So once that is done, I am using one actions class here. Okay, I am using one actions class. So with the help of actions class, I am going to move my mouse cursor into this particular web element that is called as section. Okay, you can see I am moving my mouse over with the help of actions class to this particular web element, which means we are automating keyboard and mouse operations as well here with the help of actions class, right? So actions class, why we are using actions class means we can automate the keyboard and mouse operations with the help of actions class by defining predefined methods or default methods such as move to element, drag and drop, double click, context click, send keys. So these are all the different methods where we are going to automate our keyboard and mouse operations. So once if I click on with the help of actions class, I am waiting for thread.sleep 5000 seconds, because compared to IE browser, Chrome browser and Edge browsers executions are very fast. So that's why for your reference I have added here thread.sleep to show you how exactly it is working till that point. So once that is done, as I mentioned, once if I click on this particular section that is called as section 2, I am going to validate this text data. Okay, I am going to validate this text data. Okay, I am going to validate this text data. So what I did, I created one folder inside my Eclipse. Okay, I have created one folder inside my Eclipse, so where I am going to store my text file. Okay, where I am going to store my text file. Where is this one? Driver files, text file. Where is this text file? Yeah, here you can see inside this text file I am going to save that text data present for section 2. Okay, so this is the starting point, sed invoin urna. Okay, if you go to that particular section, you can also find the same sed invoin urna. This text data I am going to validate with the help of equals method here. Okay, with the help of equals method, the same I have mentioned here as well. If you can see, with the help of file reader, I am defining my file path where I have kept it. So after that, with the help of buffer reader, I am going to read this particular file. Okay, so once that is done, I am going to read read line by line. If there are multiple lines are available, it is going to read line by line. So then what is I am doing here? Actual content. So here paragraphs. So if I want to capture means I need to take XPath for this one as well, right? So that's why I have written one XPath here. So where it is going to highlight the paragraph for that particular, which one? For that particular section 2 paragraph. Okay, because section numbers are same, only one place we need to change, but these paragraphs test data is different to different section. So that's why I have created one XPath here. If you can see, it is highlighting that particular XPath. Okay, following sibling div at the rate id uid of 4. So this is my XPath for this particular paragraph. Once that is done, I am using one get text method, okay, to capture the content from the UI. Okay, in this way we can capture the content, and then I am going to compare if actual dot equals of expected content. So here expected content where we are storing inside our text file, it is going to fetching the data from our txt file. Then we are comparing with our UI value dot equals of text data value. If those two are matching, we will get console output as matching. If it is not matching, then it will print to non-matched content. For better practice, you can add some loggers here. Okay, at the same time we can add some reporting purpose also, like extent report, how we can add. So after that, I am going to now this particular, okay, now this particular section where it is present means it is present inside a frame. Okay, it is present inside a frame. So that's why I have mentioned here, you can see switch to driver dot switch to dot frame. Okay, frame here means section frame. So let me inspect this one and I will show you that section frame as well. So where all these sections are present. Okay, so all these sections are present inside a frame. Okay, all these sections are present inside a frame. You can see here it is telling frame. How we can recognize whether it is a frame or not means with the help of the tag name iframe. Okay, so here I am using with the help of frame by frame web element. Okay, I am not using any index value, and also I am not using any frame of text type, because if we are using frame index means in future if they added multiple frames during the time, your script is not going to work. At the same time, if you are using text also, maybe they moved like they added 2 or 3 frames with the same name. So that's why I am using with the help of frame web element name. Okay, how we can write a syntax here means driver dot switch to dot frame of frame web element. Okay, so here frame of frame web elements means I am taking XPath. I am not using any frame of index based, and also I am not using any frame of string name or frame name. Okay, so once that is done, so what I am doing, So once if I moved my driver focus to inside this frame, then only I can able to click on the section 2. Okay, so now our currently our driver focus is still in inside this frame only to capture this text. Once if we done with our actual action on taking this text data, so what we need to do, again we have to take our mouse back to the our actual content. Okay, our actual content means outside of that frame. So during that time, what we need to write, so there is a one more syntax that is called as driver dot switch to dot default content. Okay, driver dot switch to dot default content, where exactly it is. Okay, I have written below, right? Yeah, see, default content or parent frame. So if I write this line, it will come outside of that frame where exactly our mouse focus is available currently. Till this point our mouse focus is available inside our frame only, till capturing the content from that particular paragraph. Once if I done with my particular action, I need to take my mouse outside of that frame. So that's why I am using here one more frame syntax that is called as parent frame. So what exactly this method is telling means, changes focus to the parent context. If the current context is the top level browsing context, the context remains be unchanged. Okay, so in this way we can take our driver focus to outside of the frame. Okay, so once that is done, what I am performing here, I am clicking on which one, demo testing site. Okay, I am clicking on this link. Once if I click on this link, again what is our next step? So now we done with our first scenario that is called as tabs page. So that's the reason why I have created one page here that is called as tabs page. So once if I again go back to my home page of this demo testing site, so then next operation here is slider. So in the same way I have made it for slider also. If you look into this code, so again I am taking the slider XPath to first click on that particular slider web element. Once if I click on that slider web element, so maybe you are getting some frames or some ads, okay, during your automation. So to avoid that one, I am clicking once outside of that frame or anything. Okay, so that it will go again and it will go to perform the slider operations again. So where is this slider is located? This slider is located inside a frame again. Okay, I will show you that slider as well. So what exactly the XPath? So here I took the title. Okay, here I took the title of that particular slider. Okay, so now let me inspect this one. Here you can see this is also telling one frame. Okay, in this way we can identify whether that is a frame or not. If it is starting with tag name of iframe means, then that is definitely we can call it as an frame only. Okay, so this is the XPath for this particular frame. So then what is our next step? So I am going to perform any action, one of the action on these particular sliders. If I want to drag this slider like this, if I want to drag the green color slider, or if I want to drag this blue color slider, we are capturing all the XPath. For example, this is for red slider and a green slider and blue slider. So what is the actual syntax for doing the sliding means, so I am performing here some slide operation on red color slider. Okay, so how we can do, drag and drop by. Okay, drag and drop by is a method, so where we can drag our particular slider from this position to, that is our int x offset, and where we are targeting up to how much we need to drag. So likewise I am going to mention here. Okay, one second, I will take here the another slider. Okay, blue slider I can take, or green or blue, anything. So for now I will take blue slider to show you an example. Let me check whether the XPath is correct or not. Okay, so in this way we have to create all our pages in real time scenarios as well. Okay, see here I created one XPath, it is highlighting this one. So with the help of this button only we can able to slide, right? So that's the reason why I have mentioned here that value as 20. From that place to this place I need to drag. So for example if I want to drag more means, we will see how we can do. That is 200 I can mention here, and 20 I can mention here, or 0. So anything it will be okay, no problem. We will see 0 I will mention here, for example, whether it is dragging or not. But I tested with the red color only, it is working fine. but now I am going to show you with the help of. So now also our driver focus is inside our frame only. Okay, now also our driver focus is inside our frame. Okay, see, this is our frame, right? So now if we are performing this action means where we are performing on a frame. So that's the reason why we need to switch our driver focus to that particular frame. So that's why I have written one line here, line number 42, saying that slider frame. Once if you done with our action, once if you perform any action on this one, again we have to take back our focus, driver focus to our actual web page, right? So that's the reason why I am using here one more line that is called as parent frame. After that I am going to click on demo testing suite site link. So once that is done, this time what I am doing, I am performing one more operation on handling the drop down. So the same way again we are going to create one more page, so where we are going to perform the same scenario. But here what I observed, this drop down is not a frame here. Okay, so initially it is in Afghanistan country, so later I am moving it to Argentina. So this test data we can store it in our Excel document. Okay, so likewise I have created. Once this Argentina got selected, again I am navigating to my home page that is called as demo testing suite. So in this way I have automated this particular scenario. So far if you have any doubts, please let me know from the live chat, please guys. Yeah, GKRox, you are asking one question, right? Can we match those test data with assertions? Yes, we can match that test data as well. No issues. Assert dot assert equals of or something we can match there. Okay. So any other questions, guys? So far, if you have, please let me know. Let me execute this script first, and we will see if we are getting any issues or not. So accordingly, we can figure it out, or we can resolve all the issues. Okay, so let me execute, and before that let me close. No issues if it is opened also, but anyway we will close and we will execute. Okay, so now you can see in the Chrome browser it will launch in the taskbar. Okay, yeah, it launched the Chrome browser and it is going to enter the URL maximizing, and it is going to click on the tabs. See here, this is what I told you. So it is difficult to automate that particular scenario, that's why I'm clicking outside. So now it is going to select section 2 and it is validated, and it is going again back to home page. So again it is clicking on slider. Okay, we will see it is working fine or not for the slider or. Okay, so again once that is done, it will go back. Okay, it is going to demo testing site again. This time it is not going, means there is some error with our XPath or something. Okay, so we will figure that out. No issues. Any other questions if you have, please let me know. It is good to use thread.slip in real-time project. No, actually GG rocks, actually that is not a good practice. GK rocks, that is not a good practice. But if any one of the wait condition, if that is not working, means we have to use this thread.sleep. So then what is the use of thread.sleep if you are not using inside our script means? Okay, for each and every command what we are using, there should be some reason to use inside our scripts, right? So at the same time, if implicit wait, explicit wait, or fluent wait, or wait conditions, if any kind of wait conditions are not working with your browser and your application speed, during that time there is no doubt or there is no issue, we can use thread.sleep. But we are not going to use all the time this thread.sleep, we have to remember this point. Okay, at certain time, at certain situation, we have to use this thread.sleep. Okay, so otherwise it is not possible to automate with only Selenium, because Selenium is first of all open source tool, right? So there is no one to answer why that wait conditions are not working inside my project. Okay, that's the reason why we have to use thread.sleep, but not frequently. Wherever it is required only we need to use. Okay, then that is not a good practice if you are using thread.sleep again and again. But for your understanding, I am using here thread.sleep here in this particular session. to show you whether it is waiting or not, whether it is clicking or not. Okay, so that's the reason why I have used here thread dot sleep. Okay, so any other questions for anyone? So likewise, okay, likewise we can automate these scenarios. So you can see here it is printing the matched content, it is telling the matched content, and this is our actual text where I am getting from the UI from that particular section. Okay, in the same way you can also automate for remaining scenarios as well. Okay, in the same way you can also automate for remaining scenarios also. Okay, so this is just a sample from my end to show you. So this is how we have to create our project at page level and defining all the web elements. Okay, if we are using page object model as our design pattern, once that is done, I am creating one package where I am going to create all my reusable methods. Once that is done, I am creating one more package where I have created one capturing the screenshots, that is extend report class. Okay, anyway we are keeping all our properties related information inside our properties file. So that's the reason why I have created one class here to fetch the details from properties file, right? So that's the reason why. So once that is done, where we are going to create our actual test means under our src test folder or under our src test package. So here I am creating one more package that is called as demo site dot test cases. So inside that, this is my first test case. Okay, so we can execute without providing priorities also with the help of method names and include name. Okay, so we can execute in that way also, but for your understanding I am showing here. Okay, here we can see, as I mentioned, why I am using section 2. So if I don't use this section 2, we need to use those many sections XPath. Okay, so what I did, I took some path of the XPath where I am going to pass only this section 2 as parameter of my method. Okay, then if I want to work with section 3 also, you can just change this section 2 to section 3, then your script is going to click on that particular section 3. Okay, this is how we have to configure. Okay, if you are working with these kind of projects. Okay, please let me know guys if you have any questions from your end. Please let me know from your end if you have any questions. Okay, please let me know from your end if you have any questions, any one of you. Okay, whether it is clear or not, or we can discuss with remaining also, no issues. Come on guys, if you have any questions, please let me know from the live chat. Okay, apart from this concept, if you want to discuss with me any other things, we can discuss, no problem, like how we can handle the drop downs, and also what is the difference between driver dot find element and find elements, and also how we can use this automating keyboard and mouse operations. Such kind of things we can discuss here, no problem. Okay, so currently I am looking into this issue, so why it is not working for me. Okay, so here I have just shown you. So in this way we have to automate any kind of application, but better to avoid these priorities here. You can use your method names only inside your testing.xml files. Okay, so please try to do that one in that way as well. Okay, so anyone have any questions, please ask me from the live chat if you have any questions. Okay, come on guys, anyone have any questions from the live chat, you can feel free to ask me. Okay, currently I am looking into that issue, why it is not working. No issue, I will figure it out. So likewise we have to, okay, likewise we have to work with the remaining as well. Okay, so hi sir, I am Sunny, welcome to the live stream, thank you so much for visiting the channel. When we run our test with testng xml, and when with Jenkins and when with clouds, so actually if you are using inside your project, if you are using Jenkins, that is CI/CD tool means, so I have already covered, right, what is Jenkins. First of all, Jenkins is a continuous integration tool, so where we have to remember, for example, again I need to repeat the same story, so where I have discussed already. Okay, so if your project, okay, before going to this Jenkins, that project should be in Maven project only. So where we are providing that Maven related configuration means formed XML file path inside our Jenkins project. Okay, so then only we are going to trigger a build or trigger a job from that particular Jenkins, so that automatically on your local machine your browser is going to execute all your test cases with the help of Jenkins. Okay, once that got finished, you can able to see the console output for each and every build. Okay, why I am telling each and every build means, if you want to run your scripts every day in a certain time of period, like at morning 9 a.m. every day, on weekends and month also, so likewise every year I want to run on the particular day, on the particular time, on the particular minutes. Okay, so we have to provide that syntax. I have already shown you that syntax as well. So based upon the syntax which you provided, your jobs is going to be execute on that particular basis only. Okay, if I want to execute only one time today, once that is done, it is not going to execute anymore. So again it will trigger on the tomorrow what you have mentioned the time, right? So it is going to pick on the same time on tomorrow as well, and then again it is going to start your browser execution. So likewise keep on will go, how many days if you want to run, or how many years if you want to run. Okay, so likewise we need to configure. So cloud means, so when if you are working with cloud, so I can say here cloud, I don't have proper example here, but I can tell you, if you are working with Azure DevOps or TFS, so you can consider that as a small scenario. You can also think about that as a cloud only. Okay, if you are not using Jenkins, we can also run it from Azure DevOps as well. So where we can configure the same, your Git repository master branch URL we have to configure by providing some environment variables inside that Azure DevOps path. So from there we have to trigger a build. So what it will happen, it will automatically running from the server side only. If you want to see that result, we need to configure this Azure DevOps with one of the test machines which are provided by the company for you. Okay, so once if you are able to access the test machine, from there we can able to see all our execution, how it is going to execute, if there are any failures, what is the error, why it is failing, those details you can find it from test machine. Okay, so if you don't have an option, if you are not able to see the execution how it is executing from Azure DevOps, means we need to configure one test machine along with our Azure DevOps, where it is executed in pipeline, that is in a sequential way. Okay, so there also each and every project is building their projects. Okay, wherever they're automating or the developer, right? So from the Azure DevOps only they are triggering the builds, where it is going to run from the server end. Okay, where we are not able to see. If you want to if you want to see the execution what happening exactly, means we need to configure that Azure DevOps inside one of the test machine or remote desktop machine. Okay, in that way we can able to see the all our scripts execution, how it is executing. Okay, so any other questions, if you have any other things, please let me know from the live chat, guys. Please let me know from the live chat, we can discuss it, not an issue. So please. Okay, come on guys, if you have any other questions, please let me know in the live chat. So currently I am looking into this slider, why it is not working. Let me execute it one more time. We will see whether it is properly working fine or not. I think you are not able to see my execution screen now. So after that I will show you that this one drop down list as well, how it is working fine or not. Okay, please guys. Okay, it is executing currently. Okay, see this step got completed, again sliders is coming. So once it is done, it is going to work with drop downs if there is no issue. It's still running here. Okay, here you can see again it is going to work with the drop down. Okay, here you can see drop down, and it is selecting the country from Afghanistan to Argentina. Okay, here you can see Argentina, it got selected, right? So again it is going back to the home page. Okay, again it went to the home page. So that's it. Okay, so if you go to your console, you can see all the test methods got passed successfully. So far I have automated two scenarios here. Okay, two scenarios. So that in that way we need to automate this particular application. Okay, so once if it is done with drop down, automatically it is coming to the home page. So where it got clicked on demo testing site. So now what I am going to automate here. So likewise you can also automate from your end. If I want to automate next one here, drag and drop for example. Okay, so if I want to automate, what I need to do, I want to click on that particular drag and drop, right? So once that is done, we need to find whether it is an iframe or not. We have to search for that one. If it is not an iframe, then we can directly use it as a web element. If it has an iframe, first we need to switch our driver focus to that particular iframe, right? Okay, I think it is also an iframe. If not, yeah, here you can see it is an iframe. So again we have to move our driver focus to this one, then we are going to select this particular web element, and this is our actual. Okay, so this is our actual place. What happened? This is a drag and drop only or what? Okay, drag and drop only, right? So you can delete an image either by dragging it to trash or by clicking on trash icon. Okay, so now let me drag. Yeah, see, okay, we have to drag like this. Okay, we need to drag such a way that where we can perform this drag and drop and moving into this particular target location. Okay, this is our source location and this is our target location. So we need to take XPaths for both the elements. Okay, so this is our ID, that is called as trash. Okay, so from here I am going to drag this one. Okay, from here I am going to drag this element and dropping here. So once if I do like this, it is going to be in drag and drop mode only. Okay, so likewise we need to do. So any other questions, if you have, please let me know from the live chat, guys. If you have any other questions, or else if you want me do now, I will also do currently for your reference how we can do this one. Okay, not an issue, we will try once. Okay, any other questions, please let me know in the live chat, guys. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Come on, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the live chat. Please, any one of you can ask me any questions, we can discuss each other. Please, guys. Okay, so now let me automate this scenario. So are there anyone who is watching currently stream or not? No questions. I will do then this drag and drop operations. So first, this is also an iframe. So how we can switch our driver focus to here? Here is this one iframe. Okay, this is an iframe, right? This is an iframe. Okay, this is an iframe. So anyway we have already written an XPath here, right? Anyway we have already written an XPath for both tabs and which one? The another one. So now I am going to create a class here saying that now what we are working, drag and drop, right? So you can create page wise only, saying that drag and drop. Okay, so once this is done, it is also extending the class called as generics. Okay, the class called as generics class. So once it is done, so what is the next step? We have to capture our frame, right? So where is the XPath for that one? So first what I will do, I will use these lines of code. Okay, because we are going to scroll down our web page from the UI. Okay, so I need to scroll down like this, right? I have to scroll down like this, so that's why I am using the same code of line here. Okay, same line of code I am using here as well. Drag and drop by creating one method saying that public void, what is my method name? Drag and drop function. Okay, drag and drop function. So next I have added here. So next what is our step? We have to switch our driver focus to which one? We have to switch our driver focus to, okay, so here I need to take XPath for drag and drop as well, right? So let me go back to here, and where is the XPath? Drag and drop. Okay, this is my XPath. Okay, this is my XPath for clicking on drag and drop. Okay, so how we can define here only. In the same way, I have to create a constructor here. Okay, so how we created for other pages, let's copy the same. For time being I am doing in this way. Okay, let me create one constructor here and change this name to drag and drop. This is our constructor name here. So why we are using this constructor means we need to initiate the elements with the help of this keyword and this parameter that is called as WebDriver reference. Okay, so I have already discussed one concept about this video as well, that is a concept as well. Why do we need constructor in Selenium for page object model? Okay, so please guys, please let me know from the live chat. Sir, can you please upload the videos into playlist as Selenium? Yes, Arvind Kumar, I am uploading. Okay, I have created those playlists as well. For manual these many we have, and also for automation these many we have. Okay, so there will be no issues with uploading the videos in sequential wise. Okay, I have already completed that. Can we use actions class for drag and drop? Why we use JavaScript? Yes, we can use that drag and drop with the help of actions class only actually. Okay, so we are using now with the help of actions class only. But why I am using here JavaScript means I want to scroll down my web page, right? So for example, so once if I came back to this page that is called as drag and drop, so I want to just I want to do like this. To do this scroll down only I am using here JavaScript. You can also do with the help of robot class. Okay, there will be many number of approaches. If you want to, if you the approach which you are familiar with, you can use accordingly. Okay, there will be no issue, you can use as per our wish. Okay, so in my case I am using with the help of JavaScript executor here. Okay, the help of JavaScript executor I am using here. So next, what is our next method here? So once if it is done, I want to click on that particular which method, which button, that is called as, so let me close this one, and let me close properties file and validation text also. So my next one here is I want to click on this drag and drop once if I reach to my home page, right? Once if I move to my home page, I am clicking on drag and drop option from the home page. What happened? Okay, so here also I am clicking on this drag and drop, click. Okay, so once the step is completed, so now we are in our drag and drop page. Okay, this is our drag and drop page. So here the elements which we observed here, so those are all present inside our iframe. Okay, first I need to switch our driver focus to this particular iframe. So how we can switch? With the help of driver dot switch to dot frame. So here I have already written an XPath here, so let me take the same XPath in this case also. Okay, let me modify, because of time being I am doing like this, because anyway I have this code, right? So that's why I am telling. Okay, so now we will create one XPath for those frames which are available inside our which one, inside our drag and drop pages. Okay, inside our drag and drop pages. I think it is not available here. Okay, so no worries. Rel title equal to photo manager, no problem. Okay, this is the best side for your practice I am telling. So here what is the rel title equals to photo manager. Okay, you can use the same here also, so that it is going into highlight now. Okay, see, this is our actual frame XPath here. Okay, why I am doing this XPath means, there are, if we are using index values means, if you are executing today, maybe there is no other index values. Okay, once if you got some new build means, during this time again those index values are going to change. So better to use proper XPath to switch your driver focus to that particular frame. Okay, so that's why I'm using here drag and drop. Also I'm creating one more drag and drop iframe. Okay, I'm creating one more XPath for drag and drop iframe, so where I'm going to perform the drag and drop operations. Okay, so this is our XPath for switching our driver focus to which one? Sorry, web element drag and drop frame. Okay, drag and drop frame. This is my element where my actual draggable items are present. Okay, once this is done, so now my driver focus moved to that particular frame, right? So here what I am doing, I am dragging these elements and dropping into here, right? So for example, if I want to drag this particular, one second, yeah, for example, if I am dragging this particular, okay, so here this is our XPath, so where it is present inside one class that is called as ul of this one. Okay, id equals to gallery. Okay, we will see now. First we have to use div tag and then followed by gallery, right? Okay, div ul at the rate id equals to gallery. Okay, so now we have only one. So where exactly this item got located? See, here we can see in this iframe these are all the different galleries are available. Okay, so to do that one, first we have to switch our focus to this particular iframe. Okay, once that is done, we are going to perform the actions, right? So inside that, this is my actual the first XPath. Then what I am using here, li. Okay, li, see there are 4 items. Okay, li of, so here you can see, so what is the class name they mentioned, height arras. Okay, height atras 2, and the first one is not there. Yeah, height atras is there, right? So this li, okay, li of h5. Okay, li of, you can use following sibling also up to your convenience, where you are familiar with. You can also practice in such a way. Okay, h5. Okay, now also it will highlight 3 items, right? So but I want exactly this particular item. Okay, I want exactly this particular item, so that's why I am taking this one only, one, and another one also there, that is this one. Okay, so now let me take this XPath then. Okay, so I am creating in this way, li of class, okay, at the rate class equals to which one, at the rate class equals to, okay, see, so now also we have 4 items are there. So inside that again I want to filter. Okay, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So here we can use one second. So this is that one, and okay, li of, we will try with without using this one. If it is not working, we can, okay, now I am using with this one, h5. Okay, li followed by h5. Okay, h5 at the rate, sorry, h5 contains text I can use here, right? h5 contains text, right? h5 contains text. Okay, so now also we are getting 4 items here. Okay, contains of, so still we need to filter the XPath here. Okay, contains of, so here the peaks of the terrace, view language, and this is our actual image. Okay, so now what I will do, once it is done, h5 of image, if I put image also, it will give you almost 4 now, right? So we need to filter this XPath in such a way that where it is highlighting only one. See, now also h5. Okay, let me do Control Z. Let me do, okay, 2 3 4, 2 3 4. So now image, it is not highlighting because h5 is closing already. So here h5 at the rate class equals to, okay, all are same only. Think it will be helpful if we go with this one, href mountain lake. Okay, so let me take peaks of Tatras then. Okay, h5. Okay, h5 following sibling, what is the next one, image. Okay, so image, okay, image at the rate, what is our tag name here, alt equals to, at the rate alt equals to, see, now it is highlighting, right? So now it is correctly matching. So in this way we need to filter all the XPaths. Okay, we have to filter all the XPaths here. So now this is our actual XPath. Okay, this is our actual XPath. So I will do like this. Okay, I will do like this. So now it is not going to show. So now take me this XPath and paste me here. Okay, so XPath equals to which one, XPath equals to this one. Okay, so then web element, what is my first one, that is Tatras. I can mention here Tatras is my web element name, the one which I am going to drag it. Okay, the one which I am going to drag it now. So how we can write here, so now we switched our driver focus to here. So we need to take the XPaths for dragging and dropping. So far we have captured the XPath for this one. Okay, so far we have captured for trash, right? So now I am going to capture the XPath for trash now. Okay, so how we will do, div id equals to trash. Okay, div at the rate id equals to trash, I am going to take directly div at the rate id equals to trash. Okay, only one item is there. So let me take this one and let me write down here, this is for trash, right? Find by, okay, find by XPath equals to, okay, XPath equals to this one. Then what is my web element name, that is droppable, right? That is called as, I will mention here, draggable and droppable. Okay, draggable, and this one I can mention here as droppable. Okay, two XPath I captured here. First one is for draggable and the next one is for droppable. Okay, so once if we move our driver focus to the frame, what is our next step here? So now I am going to take here draggable and droppable. Okay, now I have captured two here, right? So with the help of these two web elements, I am going to use one actions class here, that is called as actions. Okay, actions, action equal to new actions of, okay, actions of driver, right? New actions of driver. So now what we are doing here, we are going to move, right? That is action dot move to element. Okay, action dot move to element. So here we are taking, okay, here we are taking two parameters here. Okay, what is the targeted element, which one we are going to move, that is our image, right? So and then, okay, and then, okay, and then what we are doing here, this one I am targeting, right? So that is called as draggable, right? So this element only I want to drag, that is called as image, right? So this image item I want to drag from here to here. So first what I will do, actions dot move to element of, I am moving my focus to here. Okay, so now my focus is, my driver focus is here, so I want to do like this. Okay, so now what is our next step here? So now we moved our driver focus to that particular element called as draggable. Then what is the method here? Drag and drop. Okay, here we can see drag and drop and drag and drop by. So here I am going to define what is my source web element and what is my target web element. Okay, this means my source web element, that is called as draggable only, and this is my droppable. Okay, and this is my droppable. After that what I am doing, dot build method and dot perform method. Okay, so once this is done, we have done with this step. Okay, so let me use one thread dot slip here, so that it will be easy for us to have a look into it while executing. 5 seconds I am taking here, and let me add some throws declaration for thread dot slip, and now I am going to call this method to my actual text. Okay, to my actual text cases. Okay, wait, let me copy from here to till here, and let me modify the method name to drag on droppable. Okay, let me modify to drag and droppable is my method name, right? Drag and droppable is my method name. And what is our page name here? Drag down, I mean drag and drop, right? My class name here is drag and drop. So create an object here, public. Okay, public, which one? Drag. Okay, which one? Drag and drop, drag and drop. Okay, so once it is done, so with the help of this reference, I am going to create an object with the help of new keyword here, new drag. Okay, drag and drop. Okay, so now the help of this drag and drop, I am going to use the method what we just now created. See, now everything went away. So now let me change this drag and drop to drag and drop page, so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, drag and drop page, right? Drag and drop page. Okay, so now everything got changed here. So here you can go and you can see here inside my first demo class, all are getting uploaded. Drag and drop, where is this drag and drop? See, drag and drop page I can mention here better, it will be understandable. Okay, so go to your particular method and change this to this one. Okay, so this is how we can do this one. So please guys, anyone is watching currently, please interact with me. Whether I am able to understandable for you or not, also please let me know from the live chat, guys. So far is it clear or not, please let me know. Now what I am doing, I am performing some drag and drop, so where these drag and drops are present inside one frame. So I am switching my driver focus to this particular frame, and then I am performing this operation. So at the same time, so once if you done with our, okay, once if you done with our drag and drop operation, so what we need to do, we have to switch our driver focus, right? Our switch our driver focus. Once that is done, we need to switch our driver focus to another frame. So driver dot switch to dot which one, parent frame. Okay, parent frame. So once if I done with my process here, then what is our next step? I want to click on this demo testing site. So to click on this demo testing site, I want to drag, I mean I want to change my driver focus from frame to parent frame. Okay, that is called as demo training site, okay, testing site. So the same line I can use from here also. Okay, let me take this X path. Okay, see this X path where I am going to click on this particular X path. Okay, so that is like this, click on element. Okay, click element of, what is our element, demo testing site home. Okay, what is our element name here, click element, that is called as demo testing site home page. So if I click on, once if I perform this completion of here, I am going to click on this one. So what it will do, again it will go back to the home page. So now we will see the execution part. Sir, more explanation on frames and JavaScript executor, please. Yes, yes, I will tell you, Noor Mohammed. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. So actually, so what is a frame means, after execution of this one, I will tell you. No issues. Okay, we will discuss. Okay, not a problem. So what I am currently discussing here means, actually I have given 2 or 3 practice websites for your reference on yesterday live session. So I took one of the website and I designed the framework here in such a way that where I have created page wise, okay, drag and drop page, drop down page, home page, slider page, tabs page. Okay, so these are all the different pages. If you look into my actual test cases, so based upon the functionality, for example, if I am performing some functionality on tab page, okay, so this is the method. So likewise, if I am performing some slider page, so this is the functionality, this is the method. And after that, if I am performing some drop down actions, this is the method, that is called as drop down page. Where is this method present means, this method is present under drop down page. So after that, drag and drop. So drag and drop page. So here you can see these are all the different scenarios I am automating now. First I am automating tabs page, after that sliders page, after that drop down page, after that drag and drop page. Okay, so likewise I have created many pages based upon my requirements along with the required methods or scenarios. Okay, so then once everything is done, I am calling all these page classes into my actual test case. How we will call means, see, we are creating objects here. Okay, tab page, slider page, drop down page, drag and drop page. Once that is done, so let me execute it now. We will see whether it is working fine or not. Okay, for that, before, let me close the existing browsers. Okay, now it is going to execute. Okay, it is closing this one as well, and then it is going to click on section 2 and it is verifying the test data. See, verified, and again it is going back to home page where it is going to click on slider. Okay, yeah, now actually one pop-up came here. What happened? I think I don't know what happened. Okay, drop down is coming now. See, again these errors are coming. Okay, Argentina, it got changed here. Okay, so again it is going, and now it will do our drag and drop operation now. Okay, see, you can observe here whether it is working fine or not from this line. Okay, still it is loading, still it is loading. I think, yeah, it got completed. If you observe, it got completed successfully. Okay, it got completed successfully. So it is doing very fast if you observe the drag and drop. Okay, click build perform. Yes, how build works? Hi sir, till now how many methods have completed in this? Are you covering complete framework? No, I am expecting the same as well. Okay, but so far I have covered. Let me show you my UI here. So far I have covered for tabs, I have covered slider, I have covered drop down also I have covered, and now I have covered drag and drop also. Okay, so likewise there are windows also there, tooltip also there, accordion, toolbar, draggable box, select elements, progress bar, dialog box. So these and all we can able to automate. So that's why I updated you to practice on this website, so that we can cover each and every concept here. Okay, why I am telling means, so if we are working with these tabs, you are getting some frames here. Okay, so at the same time we are covering this frames concept also. Okay, at the same time we are capturing this text. So once it is done, again we are moving back to our home page, that is demo testing site. Again, if you are going to slider means, again these sliders are present inside one frame. Okay, these frames are available, I mean these three colors are available inside one frame. So anyway we are switching our driver focus to this particular frame. Slider operation here. Once this is done, again we are going back, again we are taking one drop down action here from this list of options which are available here currently. Okay, it is still loading. Okay, so here, so once that slider is completed, drag and drop, sorry, drop down. Once this drop down, so what we did here, we entered here which one, Argentina. If you observed previously, I have mentioned here Argentina, it is selected, and again what it is doing, again it is going back to home page, and again what it is doing, then drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop also completed, like it is navigating like this, I mean it is dropping like this. So how I did this one means, okay, I will wait for some more seconds for our reference whether it is moving or not, we are not able to understand, right? So that's why I will add here thread dot slip. Okay, for just practice only I am using here. So don't think in a negative way why I am using these many thread dot slips, but for understanding only I am using this thread dot slip. Okay, so that you can also able to see so how it is working. Okay, that's the reason why I am using all these thread dot slips here. Okay, apart from that nothing is there. Okay, so I will discuss about the remaining as many as possible. Do you want me to discuss GK rocks, click build perform methods, or how it will be? Please let me know. Sir, more explanation on frames and JavaScript executor, please. Yeah, frames I will tell you, and also I will tell you about JavaScript executor also. Okay, so please give me a few more, few more minutes. Once the explanation got completed about this framework what I have scripted so far, I will discuss about click, build, perform, actions class, and also I will discuss about what are the different methods we have inside our actions class. Once that is done, I am going to discuss about JavaScript executor and frames concepts as well. Okay, so please keep in touch with me. I am going to discuss about everything. Okay, I am going to discuss about everything. Please give me some time. So now let me execute this it one more time. So I have added one thread dot slip here to show you whether it is performing or not. Okay, before clicking this demo testing site home button or link. Okay, so now let me execute. What are the process? First tabs, slider, drop and down, drag and drop. Okay, see, this is also one iframe. If I click outside also, it is going to minimize. Okay, see, it is going to select the section 2 and validating that particular text here. Once that is done, going back to home page, coming to the slider now. Okay, yeah, so it is happening in a like it is very doing very fast during that time. Okay, so now it is opening our drop down list here. Okay, it is going to work with drop down here. I think what happened, yeah, it is coming, right? See, drop down is clicking and again it is performing the drop down here. Okay, okay, now it is doing that drag and drop action here. We will see, yeah, see, you can see, right, it got dragged from here. Okay, so this is how now it will go back to our actual home page of that one. Okay, so likewise all our methods got executed successfully. Okay, all the 5 methods. So here, launching the application successful, tabs functionality, and also it validated the successfully the content what we are mentioning inside our which one text file. I am validating this file with my actual content what I am getting, so that's why I am printing in console as well. And if it is matching means matched content. Okay, so if it is not matching means you will get some non-matched content or something whatever we mentioned inside that particular class. So once this is done, so what is our next step? It is going to do slider page. Okay, same you can mention here, slider functionality. So once this is done, what is our next one? Drop down. So where it entered that Argentina. Okay, where it entered that Argentina. Okay, drop down, where is the drop down here? It is not there, huh? I closed actually. Okay, it will go to this particular drop down page. Once it is done, it is going to drag and droppable functionality. Once everything got completed, we will see it now. Let me add here drag and drop, right? So drop down page also, let me add 5 seconds. But in our case, don't use thread.sleep something like this. Okay, because for your reference I want to show you, right, that's the reason why I am using. But usually we don't use these thread.sleep at any more at any time. Okay, so for our reference only I am using these thread.sleeps here for our reference only. Please keep that in mind, please don't use. Sir, I have one doubt. Rest of the session, when and we use collections in framework and how we can write script. A collection script will come basically when means, so where we have what happened, yeah, collection script when we are going to use means, so for example there are some dynamic web tables, or if you are working with more number of listed items means list of items, so during that time we are going to use collections concept here as map. Okay, see this one. Okay, see here you can see Afghanistan will change to Argentina here. Okay, see Argentina it got changed, right? And again it will go back to previous menu and again it will do some drag and drop here. Okay, height Tatras will drag from that place to dropping in trash folder. Then it is going back to demo testing suite again. See, this is how we can perform this, automate this particular application in page object model. Okay, so this is how we can perform with page object model. Okay, so now let me execute what exactly this actions class and also what is this JavaScript exactly I am going to discuss with you now. So please guys, if you are new to my channel, please support our channel and our videos which are all we are updating on daily basis. Really your helps requires a lot here. So please, if you have enough time, you can also practice from your end as well. Okay, so please play some kind of thing along with your scripts on this particular website what I have provided to you. Okay, so that you will get more knowledge about real time projects as well. And also please try to work on the different websites also what I have mentioned to you on yesterday live sessions to practice. Okay, so here for sure, sir, I will promote, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Noor Muhammad. So now I am going to discuss about JavaScript here. Okay. So now I am going to discuss about JavaScript here. So actually I am using already one JavaScript here. Let me go to there. Yeah, this one. So here JavaScript is an whoops scripting language and which is used to make web pages interactive, while Java is a programming language, means whoops programming language. Okay, so here JavaScript is an whoops scripting language used to make our web pages more interactive along with our programming language. Okay, we are making our web pages more interactively with the help of JavaScripts, where Java is a whoops programming language. Okay, so why we are using this JavaScript means, so to interact. Okay, if I want to more interact with my web pages, for example, if you can see this scenario only, if I don't use this line, if I use some plain code to scroll down my page, means it is not working. I have tested already. So sometimes if you want to interact more with your web elements, during that time we have to depend on this JavaScript executor first of all. Okay, so here JavaScripter means, what is this JavaScript executor? First of all, it is an interface. Okay, first of all, it is an interface. So by defaultly sometimes what will happen, the Selenium commands are not going to interact with your web pages. So for that reason only we need to depend upon one interface, that is called as JavaScript executor, where we can interact more with our web pages where we are not able to interact. So that is the reason why this JavaScript executor is using for from Selenium point of view. So here what exactly this JavaScript executor will do means, Java creates an application that runs in a virtual machine or a browser, right? So while JavaScript code is run on a browser only, actually Java, with the help of Java only, we are going to create some application. Okay, the created application is going to run on a browser, right? So that's the reason why we are going to use this particular JavaScript code, okay, to run on browsers only. Okay, by defaultly Java creates an application. Okay, if we are developing some application means we are using this Java language, right? So and also the developed application is going to run on virtual machines, or also can run it on browsers as well. While where JavaScript is a code, that code should be run on browsers only. Okay, where this JavaScript also is a code, this particular code should be run on the particular browsers or any browsers only. Okay, and also here Java code is the first compiled into which files? Dot class files. Okay, Java code will be first compiling into dot class files. On the other hand, JavaScript is directly executed by the browser. So first if we are writing means, this Java code will compile into dot class files, whereas if we are writing JavaScript here means, okay, if we are writing JavaScript here means, it will directly, okay, it will directly executed by the browsers. Okay, so here this Java code will compile into dot class files, whereas this JavaScript, okay, whatever the JavaScripts we have, right, so those JavaScript code will directly executed by the browser. So in Selenium WebDriver we can find any element with the help of locators like XPath, CSS, name, ID, or any kind of locator, right? But sometimes what will happen, these locators are not going to identify, and also these locators sometimes which are not invisible. Okay, so during that time, during that situation, we are going to use this particular JavaScript executor. Okay, during that time we are going to use this particular JavaScript executor. So means, but sometimes the XPath or CSS or anything, so which are not going to work. Okay, during that time with the help of this JavaScript executor we are going to make those locators to be work. Okay, so here javascript executor means javascript is also an interface, and it will indicates that a driver can execute the javascript. Here you can see it will indicate that a driver can execute the javascript. Okay, it will indicate that javascript will execute the driver. Okay, sorry, driver can execute the javascript. So now what is this execute script here? So it is a method. Okay, this execute script is a method, and which is implemented from which one? JavaScript executor. But this javascript, okay, but this execute script in the context of the currently selected object only. But this execute script is in the context of the currently selected object only. Here what is our currently selected object? This is our JS. Okay, this execute script which is in the context of the currently selected object, that is called as JS. Okay, and this javascript, I mean execute script, is a method, and it is implemented from the javascript executor. But this execute script which is in the context of the object called as javascript. Okay, the object called as javascript. Whereas what is a javascript executor means javascript executor is an interface, and it will indicates that a driver can execute this particular javascript. Okay, a driver can execute this particular javascript. That is about javascript executor and the method execute script, and why we are using this javascript executor or javascript inside our Selenium. Okay, so for any questions guys, so for any questions, we can use scanner method. Yes, scanner method also we can use, but that is not a good practice if you are using scanner method. Mostly in our automation testing point of view, as of now I heard about javascript only, but I know there is some scanner method, but I am not sure whether to use or not. But usually many people will prefer only which one? This javascript only. Okay, that's what, right, I told you javascript executor equal to new executor of driver. Are you able to see my screen properly, right? See, I will tell you. So here javascript executor means it is an interface first of all. Okay, a javascript executor means it is an interface first of all, and this interface, okay, this interface is executing by the driver here. Okay, this javascript executor is interfacing, I mean executing by the driver. Okay, here. Okay, so here we are doing some typecasting. Okay, here we are mentioning some typecasting, means converting this higher data type or larger data type to smaller data type, that is called as driver here. Okay, driver is an interface, right? Web driver is an interface. So in this case what I am doing, I am doing some typecasting here. So here javascript is an interface. So this interface, I mean this interface is indicating that a driver is going to be executed the help of this javascript executor. Okay, at the same time this execute script is a method, okay, which is implemented from the javascript executor. But this execute script will execute the context. What is the context of the object here? That is called as JS. And if you come to this execute method, which is accepting three methods, actually sorry, two methods. The first one is which one? String of script, and the next one is object. Okay, and the next one is object. So what it will do, it will execute the javascript in the context of the currently selected frame or window. You can see here it is telling, right? Are you able to see my screen where it is opening what exactly this execute script and how, what are the different parameters it is containing? Okay, so here it is accepting two parameters here, and also we are going to define, for example, as I shown previously. So where I am working with some this one actions class. Okay, so where exactly it is JavaScript, one more. So I have used actually, so let me show you that one. I think it is in slider page. Yeah, this one, see, this one. So we are using this JavaScript executor to scroll our web page. We can also do with the help of robot class also, but mostly we can use this JavaScript executor only, because sometimes you may get some issues, means that robot class is not going to work properly. So that's the reason why I am using this JavaScript executor always. If it is not working with that one also, it is going to execute, mean you will get some confidence it will work this time. So that's the reason why we are using this JavaScript executor mostly. Okay, yes, JavaScript executor is predefined in Selenium. No, JavaScript, how it will come to Selenium, Nur Muhammad, it is from Java, right? It is a Java language, right? That is a whoops scripting language actually. And this JavaScript, with the help of this JavaScript, we can interact with our web pages in a more detailed way. Okay, where we are not able to interact with the elements with the help of Selenium, where we are not able to interact with the locators, where those elements are not going to work properly. So during that time we are going to use this JavaScript, as that is an interface. Okay, so now moving to the next one, that is called as actions class. So please tell me how many you want to discuss about this actions class, and how many don't want to discuss more about actions class. Please let me know, guys. Okay, then let me show you the Eclipse screen then. Otherwise no problem, I can explain it from here only by opening the Eclipse. Okay, I'm eating Goa. I'm feeling hungry, so that's why I'm eating, guys. Sorry for that. Any other concepts if you want to discuss me now, please ping me in the live chat. Please let me know from the live chat, guys. We can discuss more. Anyone wants to discuss any other concept, please let me know from the live chat. We can discuss those concepts as well, please. Okay, so here, so what exactly this actions class means, so why we are using, so automating keyboard and mouse operations. Okay, there is a concept called how we can automate keyboard operations and mouse operations. Okay, here if we consider in that scenario Selenium, okay, Selenium WebDriver provided actions class here. Okay, one class that is called as actions class. Okay, Selenium WebDriver provided actions class. This actions class is provided set of built-in methods such as send keys. Okay, we can see here if I do some send keys. Okay, send keys. Okay, action dot send keys, action dot move to element. Okay, move to element. Okay, action dot double click, action dot double click. Okay, action dot double click. Okay, action dot context click. Context click means what? Right click. Okay, action dot context click. Okay, action dot context click. So just now what we did, drag and drop. Okay, if I want to do drag and drop also, and also if I want to do some build. Okay, and also if I want to do some perform, means to automate the keyboard and mouse operations, Selenium is providing one class that is called as actions class. Okay, so the methods what I have just now shown, so those are all the some set of built-in methods which are provided by this actions class. Okay, those are all the different methods which are provided by actions class. Here you can see actions org.openqa selenium.interactions.actions.move by offset, means these methods are coming from the actions class, where this actions class is provided by Selenium to automate keyboard and mouse operations especially. Okay, after specifying the keyboard and mouse operations, we must and should use these build and perform methods. Okay, after specifying the keyboard and mouse operations, for example, if I mention this move by offset, means we must and should use these two methods such as perform method and build method. So what exactly this build method will do? For example, if I perform some move to element, or if I perform some click operation, or if I perform some send keys with the help of actions class, means so it will compile the specified keyboard and mouse operations, then make ready to execute. Okay, what does this build method? So before that, if I mention any one of the action or method, for example, if I mention here move to element, so what does it will do? With the help of action reference, it is going to move that particular element what we defined here. Okay, action dot move to element means with the help of action class we are going to move that particular element. Okay, so to do that one we need to use this build method. So this build method is going to compile the specific keyboard and mouse operation. Specific keyboard and mouse operation means move to element operation. So then it will make ready to execute our action, that is called as move to element. For example, let me write it here, action dot move to element. Okay, action dot move to element, let me write action dot move to element. Okay, so here let me take this one for example. Okay, here I defined this action dot move to element, right? So to perform these actions, I mean to perform this keyboard or mouse operations, I need to use this build method here. So what does this build method will do? This build method will compiles. Okay, this build method will compile the specified, what we specified here, move to element, will specify the keyboard and mouse operations, then it is going to make our script to execute. That is about build method. Okay, that is about build method. Then what is perform method? So whatever the compiled actions we performed here, this is going to perform that particular action. Okay, first this build method what it will do, it will specifies the it will make ready our code to compile, but when you come to performance, it will performs the compiled actions. Okay, it is going to perform the final steps if you are using perform method here, means okay, that is about the actions class. And with the help of this actions class, these are all the different methods we have inside our Selenium to automate keyboard and mouse operations. That is called as actions class and its methods. Okay, that is called as actions class and its methods. So far that is draggable, and also we can use move to element, and also we can perform right click operation, and also we can perform which one, send keys, action, drag and drop. So these are all the different methods by defaultly which are provided by actions class. Okay, page factory more explanations sir. Page factory for locator for drop down. When we run our smoke and regression test, discuss collection, please make a class on connection related to. Yes, I want to know. Okay, discuss sir. Yes, please go ahead. Please make one class on collections. Yes, Arun Kumar, actually I have planned that one. So actually I tried to finish that during our Java knowledge required for Selenium automation testers. So unfortunately for time being I did not cover that concept. Okay, tomorrow, today evening we will discuss about the collections concept more, but I will discuss you what exactly the collections concept. Okay, with the small examples only. I am not going to show you with real time example where we can use inside our application, because I also don't have any application to show you with the help of collections where we can use. But definitely I will try to use collections concept on this particular web application only what I have just now shown you, that is called as globalsqia.com demo site. Okay, if there is any chance to implement this collections concept, we can use that collections concept. But today evening I will explain you what is a collection and types of collections we have, what is array list, and when we call this collection and collections, and what is a hash map, what is hash set. Okay, so these and all, and what also iterator and list iterator. So what are all these different concepts we have, we will discuss today live session. Okay, no issues. So please join for today live session as well. I am going to discuss about 7:30 p.m. Okay, after 7:30 before 8 p.m. Okay, every day live session. If that is a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, means I am going to conduct per day 2 sessions. Okay, Saturday 2 sessions morning and evening, Sunday 2 sessions morning and evening. If it is not a weekend, if it is weekday, means we can have only one live session, that too after 7:30 before 8 p.m. probably, most probably. Okay, sir, page factory for locator for drop down. Yeah, Noor Muhammad, I have already discussed actually. Okay, I have discussed about all these concept like page factory, what exactly. Okay, so please consider the time also here. So if you have any other questions, because those will consume more time, if you want to discuss page factory, what is page factory, what is at the rate find by, and what is the next one, what is init web elements. Okay, what is init element method. So these are all interlinked with each other, so please try to understand. I have already made dedicated videos about all these concepts what we are discussing, but if that is in a shorter way, I can discuss if any concept. But if I discuss shortly also, then there was no use, again you will keep on asking the questions. Okay, so that's the reason why I am telling to you. So please ask some remaining wherever, if you want to clear, like how to handle drop downs or something. If you can ask, I can tell you, because if I want to tell you about this page fat and everything, means it will take more time. That is important concept for every automation test engineer, so that's why I'm telling. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm telling. Okay, please try to understand. So anyway, if we will get some time to discuss, we will discuss, no problem. But again I am telling, yeah. Yes, sure, Noor Muhammad. Any other questions, if you can ask me, no problem. Because these are all framework related concepts, right? So that's why I am not telling in a shorter way. Handling drop down. Okay, so as I have shown you already, right? So what is a drop down exactly, and again I will tell you it one more time. No issues. Is it okay for remaining people if I discuss about handling drop down? Okay, please let me know, guys, if I discuss about handling drop down. The other peoples I am concerning about, totally 5 members are currently watching, as you can see my screen. So that's where I am also thinking about. So please let me know from the live chat if it is okay for you people or not, so that we can discuss within a shorter way, or if more number of people want, means we can discuss in a brief way. Okay, hi API sir, Chandramohan, welcome to the stream. The session is almost going to be ended. Okay, so actually that is the reason why. Hi Chaitanya MC, thank you so much for visiting the channel, thank you so much. Come on guys, now I am going to discuss about how to handle the drop down list. Okay, so here we can have different types of drop downs. Actually, in a web page we can see different kinds of drop downs. Okay, there is one drop down, for looking it is looking like a drop down, but it is not at all a drop down. Okay, because how we can define that a drop down, means how we did for frames, that tag name should be present with the help of iframe. Okay, in the same way, if we are going to finalize that is a drop down, means we need to first find what is the tag name of that particular drop down. Yeah, we need to find out that tag name of that particular drop down, whether it is select class or not. Okay, sorry, that is a select tag or not. If that is not a select tag, then that is not a drop down at all. Okay, so like how we did for frame, to understand, to mention or to define, in the same way we have to follow the same process for inspecting the drop down element. Okay, that is called as select tag name. If any element which is presented with select means, then that is definitely that is called as a drop down. I will show you an example here. Okay, I will show you an example here. Let me go to here, so where I have automated this drop down previously. Okay, here we can see if I inspect this one, it is containing, okay, it is containing one tag name called as which one, select tag name. Okay, see here you can see this is a select tag name. Okay, this is a select tag name where it is having different options. Okay, different option, these many options that drop down is consisting of. Okay, here select is a tag name used to create a drop down list element. Okay, select is a tag name used to create a drop down list element. So let me go to our actual page. Here you can see I have written one XPath in such a way that here you can see this is also one select class here. Okay, but what I did here, I took the previous references. Okay, I took the previous references what all we have before this tag name, that is called as select. Okay, so select is a tag name used to create a drop down list element. And what is this option here? You can see there are many options, right? So what is this option? Option is a tag name used to define the elements inside the drop down list. If I want to define Afghanistan, Ireland, Islands, Albania, Algeria, American, Andorra, Angola, Anguilla. So likewise, if I want to define all these options means I need to use one option tag inside this particular select class or select tag. Okay, so here Selenium WebDriver. Okay, here Selenium WebDriver provided a class that is called as select class. Okay, Selenium WebDriver provided one class to automate these drop downs. That class name is called as which one, select class. Here you can see select is a class name, sorry, select is a class. Okay, so here select tag is a class, sorry, select is a class. So where we are going to define a which one, drop down list. Okay, Selenium WebDriver provided one class that is called as select class. This select class provided a set of predefined methods like, okay, which one, like select by visible text, select by index value, select by value, deselect by index also we have, deselect by value also we have, and also select by visible text. So to automate various operation on drop down list element. Okay, to operate various operations on drop down list, Selenium provided by defaultly one class that is called as select class. This select class is used to define a drop down list, and options is used to define an option present inside that particular drop down list. And with the help of select class, we have some predefined methods that is called as select by visible text, select by index, select by value. With the help of all these methods, we are going to automate various operations on the drop down list elements. Okay, so now coming to the what are the different operations we can perform on the drop down list. Okay, so let me note it down here, what are the different, okay, what are the different operations we can perform on the drop downs. Different operations performed on the drop down. Okay, what are the different operations to be performed on the drop down? I am noting down now, so please watch it carefully, guys. Okay, so there are different operations we can perform. The first one here is which one, the first one here is, let me the first one here is we can select. Okay, we can select an item from the drop down, like Afghanistan, or either it is Argentina or America or India or Australia, any kind of country we can select. And also we can count, right? And also we can count, list of items. Okay, count list of items present in drop down list. And also we can count list of items present in the drop down list. Okay, here you can see we can able to count how many options are available in this particular drop down list. And also what else we can perform on the drop down, we can also perform whether particular option is displaying or not. Okay, checking a, okay, checking a specify, okay, checking a specific, sorry, checking a specific elements displayed, checking a specific element, sorry, checking a specific element displayed, right, displayed in the list of, which one, in the list of values or options, values or options or not. Okay, you can consider it as values or options or not. Okay, so we can check for a specified country which is displaying in that particular drop down list or not. We can also perform this action, and also we can check the order. Okay, checking, okay, checking, checking the values or options are displaying in order or not. If you want to check the order of the options which are displaying is in order or not, we can do that one as well. Okay, so that is about the drop down list concept. Okay, how we can automate the drop down list concept. Yeah, we can use also deselect as well, not an issue. There is one more method is there, right, deselect also there. Okay, there is one more method is also there, that is called as deselect as well. Okay, we can also deselect the drop down list. If that is already selected means we can use deselect method. Okay, we can use deselect method to deselect that particular element present inside that particular option. Okay, so any other things, guys, we can close this session now. Tomorrow we will connect if you don't have any other questions. Yeah, we can also use deselect as well, Arun Kumar, not an issue, but that element should be, okay, that element should be which one, selected already. During that time only we can able to deselect. Okay, guys, we will connect on evening. Sir, script for list of elements in drop down. Script for list of elements in drop down. So we need to. Okay, I will tell you. You can try from your end. Okay, I will tell you the how we can achieve that one. You can just we can just note it down. Okay. So how to count list of web elements or list of options are available inside a drop down, right? So how to find? So I will tell you the scenario, or I will explain you the lines. Okay. Yes, we will connect on today evening, guys. Weekends there will be live sessions on 2 days per day. 2 sessions you will get, but in the weekdays we have only one session, that is on evening session, which will starts from 7:30 p.m. Are you satisfied with this drop down list concept or not? Please let me know, guys, before going to the close this session. And also, are you satisfied with the website what I have discussed so far, along with some kind of framework where I have segregated all the pages at class level, and I shown you already for few scenarios whether you satisfied or not. And also let me know about the actions concept also, whether you satisfied or not. Thank you so much, Arun Kumar, for your response. And also I am asking and I am expecting from GK Rocks as well. If you have still any questions, please let me know from the evening session where we can discuss more about the automation concept. And also I am asking about S. Noor Muhammad and Chandra Mohan, and also I am asking GK Rocks as well. Okay, the guys who asked me the questions, so whether they are satisfied or not with my explanation, please give me some kind of feedback from the live chat. Okay, about drop down list and about the screens what I have shown. Yes, scripts will be more understandable, but you are not there during that time. Okay, you are not there during that time where I have discussed about how we can automate the drop down list. But again, today evening what I will do, I will continue the Selenium series from scratch level. Actually, my intention is about that one only. We have successfully completed our manual testing live sessions, but now again from today evening I will start it from scratch level. Because why I did not telling it from scratch level means, if I am telling all these basics, some people will come and again they will expect some concept. If I am not discussing those concepts what they are expecting, they are simply leaving from the live session. So that's why I am giving the option for you on which topics you want to discuss from my side. But anyway, I will take our session from today onwards in a way that where I am going to discuss from, and also I'm going to discuss about experts. Anyway, I have already covered on yesterday night also. So from there onwards, what are the different concepts we have, I am going to start it from today evening only. But I am not bothering about the people who already know about this concept, but my main intention is the people who don't know about these automation concepts, that is basic concepts. Okay, so please keep that in mind, guys. Anyway, if you know already also, please attend the live session. Once again, you will get to understand what exactly these concepts are. And also I'm going to discuss about how to automate radio buttons, how to automate checkboxes, what are the different methods, how to automate drop down list along with the code, and also how we can handle some dynamic web tables. Dynamic web tables, I need to search for a site where it is having dynamic web tables. And also I'm going to discuss about actions class, I have already discussed. Later I will discuss about Apache Py concept, how we can handle the Excel documents. Okay, these and all we will keep on continue till our test engine framework and also page object model design pattern. So later we will discuss about Maven project, pom.xml file, Jenkins, likewise. Okay, so this is how I am going to plan from now onwards. But the people who already know already, that is up to their interest. If they want to join, you can join. If you are not interested to join, no issues, you can join whenever the concept what you are looking for, you can join whenever the concept what I'm discussing, right? If that is finding useful, you can join. Okay, yes, definitely GK rocks. I will definitely take one session, but anyway what I told as of now, it will go in a sequential process only, because it is not like the one guy who is asking, for that guy only I'm going to explain the concepts only. But collections, yeah, collections we can discuss before ending the session, that is for at least 40 to 1 hour. Okay, 40 minutes to 1 hour of time. But what I am trying to tell, that should be in the same way only. If I am discussing something again, if someone is asking to tell about that one, means again we are missing our actual flow exactly. Okay, so again it is not required to ask many times, please discuss this concept, that concept. Okay, we need to go in a sequential way only. Yes, no problem, Noor Muhammad and GK Rock also and Arun Kumar also. So why I am showing these many efforts means, you have to understand the concepts already. Okay, because automation testing is always, okay, is always demanding in market nowadays also. But we have to practice more about the automation Java and manual. Anyway, I have covered manual and core Java concepts which are required for automation test engineers. If you want, you can check all those videos and also live sessions from my channel Selenium Tech Automation. If you found any one of the video is helpful, or if you want any one of the information for any one of the video means, please let me know under the comment section. You can find the difference when I started the streaming, now the explanation how I am explaining. Please let it be. If you are watching our initial sessions, everyone will have some difficulties when starting there, this one. Okay, yeah, thank you so much Arun Kumar. Yes, Noor Muhammad, I am going to have my lunch, it is already late by 1 hour. Yeah, thank you so much Chandra Mohan. We'll see you all in the evening session. Please join for the session every day at night time 7:30 p.m. and also at weekends you can join with me on two sessions. One is on Saturday and one is on Sunday at 11:30 to 1:30 evening, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Okay, thank you so much guys, thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you so much, have a nice day. We will connect on evening session. Thank you so much, bye guys. Yeah, sure Muhammad, thank you.